Hi yes, and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being present. Today's reading is specifically for those of you, those Geminis out there, those curious cat communicators that are born on June 5th. This reading is definitely for you. It is a general reading. There are approximately 367,000 people born every day, so please take what resonates for you, leave behind what doesn't. Also, if you are guided to this channel and it's not your birthday, welcome. You are also welcome to check out and see if there's a message for you here. Check in with your spirit guides, your inner child, your self, intuition, inner gut, and wisdom. Maybe perhaps also see where Mercury and Gemini are in your birth chart, because that could be significant for you as to why you were guided here. Spirit has a really, as many of you already know, Spirit sends us messages all the time that are hidden, and even though this is geared for June 5th birthdays, it still may have a message for you. All right, and there could be something significant that you're unaware of at this time about Gemini or this date in particular. Okay, so Gemini, let's get started. The very first thing that came up during my meditation before starting is blue. So as you see, blue is everywhere here. I randomly pick a candle whenever one empties and it's time to refill the candle holder. I randomly pick one, and we have received blue, which affirms the messages that I received during meditation. There's something about singing and dancing and doing things without holding back for the sake of someone else or the worry of, someone may be looking, something of that nature. There was, and I'm going to reflect back to my book because I have a ton of notes here. So singing freely, like automatic writing, allowing it to just flow. That was something that definitely came up for you. Your voice. So, also about sometimes speaking and other times you observe. So sometimes you speak up and other times you just observe. Now you're from Mercury, which is all about communication, intelligence, rationalization. So you do already have that with you, okay? So you do like to communicate, but maybe perhaps sometimes you really would just rather sit back and listen. Someone here could be following their discernment right now, that path, and allowing yourself to really just flow with what you're feeling inside. Maybe you hear a voice that says, just listen. Sometimes that's what it takes. But at all times, you like being cleansed, which definitely includes singing and using your voice, standing up for yourself, speaking your truth. Oh, I also have to say, when I first asked about the deck, I got the Angels deck, but and then I also had another deck. The Crow deck was coming, but I've used the Crow deck often, and I hadn't used this one in a while. Anyway, it was the very first deck that came to mind, and I kind of giggled when I pulled it up here because it matches the exact color of our candle for you today. At the end of the reading, I will blow this candle out for you, and so you can start to manifest or set that intention of what you'd like to come true in your life at this time. Okay, well, that one's going to come out. We're going to stick with two. Two is what we're sticking with. So, before I started, I also pulled the card from the original OG Tarot to find out what Spirit wanted you to know on your birthday today. And we received the Page of Pentacles, which, look at you here. you're in awe of this pentacle, this coin, this material object. So there's something that you're holding really dear to you, and this could be your health, your wellness. Perhaps you're working towards better organs like your liver or your kidneys or maybe your heart. Maybe stress is an indicator for you at this time, and you're embracing this energy. So this is showing like maturity growing. You're not completely fully mature at this level, but you are getting there. And this is a process of you actually honoring where you're at, maybe perhaps financially or within your health realm. And I couldn't help but get this teacher vibe from this card too, as if you are getting prepared to teach others or going to pick up a subject, maybe go back to school and learn something new. That's energy that I picked up from this card as well. What is another message? Okay, so your throat chakra and your heart chakra, working with those, doing some meditations to help balance them. Maybe you've just recently done this. If so, it's an affirmation for you. But perhaps you actually really need to do this right now. Right now, your voice is key, is what Spirit said in the meditation. You matter. Your feelings matter. Becoming a role model is important. So this goes hand in hand with this. Becoming a role model. Emitting, not just owning, courage. So you're like, you're giving this, by you showing your own courage in society and in the world, you are actually creating this for others too. You're being a role model and setting the stage for others to step into their leadership. Yeah, you're doing this, and also maybe perhaps right now you are helping lead others' lives. But there is this leadership role. Pages typically go from a page oftentimes to a knight. So that is, you definitely step up into a different role at that time. So speak up and out for your passion to rise. Sing. There's also this need to connect to your inner child, which came in the meditation before pulling the card, before, I think it was before I pulled the card. No, I can't remember. There's a little bit of cloudiness going on today. I believe astrologically this is affecting many of us, not just myself here. So if you're feeling a little cloudy today, that's okay. Be gentle with yourself. So you're being asked to sing to your inner child. Sing to give your inner child a voice, to prove your love and awareness, your dedication to her now. Take ownership of the abandoned times, that when you were not connected, or when you didn't even care or listen to your own intuition or care about your gut, your inner wisdom, inner knowing, where you maybe freely just picked up on others or done what society, well, they're all doing it, I'm going to do it too kind of mentality. Now you're stepping more into your own, and you're starting to actually step into your own thoughts, ideas, dreams, creativity, making room. So if you are working with your inner child, if you're not working with your inner child, you are being asked to do so. I have so many notes. I'm actually not going to be able to share everything that I had during the meditation with you today. But overall, a clear messages are: sing, speak up, stand in your truth, use your voice, and connect with your inner child. And if you are connected with your inner child, continue to do these avenues to help the inner child express themselves and heal that wound, so that you can also connect to your higher self and just feel more balanced inside. You know, not question yourself or have any doubt at all when you're asked a question or when you're put into positions that may be difficult, challenging, or a struggle, okay? breathing exercises and meditations may work, breath work. There's also a rebirth coming for you, rebirth about to happen, or you've been going through a rebirth. Okay, a rebirth only comes after a death, so perhaps a part of you died off. Perhaps that was necessary. Maybe you let go of something. This is the year of the serpent, the snake, and Chinese zodiac, which is all about feminine wisdom, energy, being grounded and connected to Mother Earth. And it's also about letting go and shedding skin of what no longer serves you. What in your life do you, what pattern do you have that you wish you could, release and let go of to make space for something new to step in? Okay, let's see what we have here. Think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness. Yeah, think like a queen. This is very important for someone here. Probably many of you. I feel like this is a key to the reading for you today on your birthday, is to make sure that you know that you matter. Spirit wants you to know that you are important. You are here for a purpose, a reason. The world needs you here. This is Earth School. The world also needs, the earth itself needs healing as well. Yeah, there's also portal doors to other dimensions open for you. 3 of them are open, and you must decide which one to go through. If one is necessary, maybe you're supposed to go to all 3. That is for you to know. Have your discernment. Recognize your power and your own alchemy. A chess game. Do you play chess? That is a message for someone here. And the movie A Bug's Life, someone recently watched that. Something going on with someone's face. I'm not sure what it is, but there was a face present. And it almost looked like an insect. Maybe you're dressed up like an insect. Because A Bug's Life also has ants, and there was an ant face. Maybe you watched the show The Fly or something. I'm not sure. But that came in as I was scrying and meditating. Gold glitter, it's important. This was an important message to make sure I shared with you. Reach for the stars. That song, Only Shooting Stars Break the Mold, that came to play. Maybe make that fun part for your life today and listen to it. Yeah, this goes wonderful with the reading, because this is you standing up and defending your beliefs, who you are now. You have learned and broke through what was the norm or societal set ways, structure about how you need to be. So there's delusions that came into the meditation. The world being a net, like a spider weaving a home, so too the world has been woven with a net, grid lines, sacred geometry, numbers. Have you seen X's lately? If you've seen an X lately, that means X marks the spot. That is affirmation that you are exactly where you're meant to be, and that spot was calling you. That has prepared you for that moment and that time to be there. And there could be a deeper message for you on the land that you're on when you find that X, okay? Allow yourself to feel. Maybe do some breath work meditation. Spend 5 minutes with your eyes closed in that spot or near that X spot so that you can find out. I feel like this is an actual X, the letter X, marking the spot for you. Maybe perhaps you just found something golden in the grass or the ground. You might be, maybe you use a metal detector and to find things. You're a researcher. You look for archaeologists or something where you look for things in the ground, and that could be of something. This could, again, we're not going to limit this. I'm not feeling the energy. I don't think the intention was that it's an ex, as in an ex partner or relationship, but you take whatever resonates for you and allow yourself to feel whatever you feel. having independence, the golden mountains, the mystery, expansion of your mind, making room and holding space for new thoughts, ideals, creativity to come into place. Things you were told at one time to not believe or to fear, you're learning quite the opposite of what in the end you will hold dear. And this is exactly the Seven of Wands energy. You are standing here defending yourself, and you also have the upper hand as you are standing above here, above them all, like letting them know you will defend yourself for what you believe in. And we have the Lovers. This is the Gemini card. Yeah, this is your card, Gemini, the Lovers. So this shows absolute love. For many of you, this is when you connect to your inner child, okay? But for some of you, this is the connection that you have with your partner. And perhaps right now you have a disagreement, but you're defending your position, and it'll still be okay. Here you both make up. Lovers, love, having love. Again, this also goes back to the beginning when I shared with the meditation and scrying that I did before starting the recording, which was all about the heart chakra space and balancing it, having compassion, and also your throat, using your voice, having a voice in your relationship and speaking your truth in a compassionate way in the relationship is going to really enhance the togetherness and the unity, allowing your partner to be their individual self while holding space and loving the unity that you share within the relationship. The individuality is important, to not try to control your partner, to also not allow yourself to be controlled by someone. You know, unconditional love comes when you are open and you are loving to your partner as they are, all of their flaws, all of their good qualities and traits, and all of the ones that people don't really like to talk about or brag about, and most of the time people escape, with drugs, alcohol, some other kind of avenue that takes their mind off things. Heck, it could even be TV. I mean, it can be exercise. I mean, it could still be positive habits or traits that you carry, but if it's distraction and keeping you away from getting in tune with your inner child, your inner knowing and inner self, then it's not it's not your space for you right now. And many of you feel this. That's why you're here watching this video, because you're already feeling this. So if it's not your birthday and you're here, this makes sense, because also this meditation, I feel the scrying and the meditation oftentimes has many messages for everyone. But this is also special, and I gear it toward those born on this day. Everyone's birthday is special. This has been something that I've been guided to do, so I'm very honored and I feel blessed in order to share this moment with you. I must point out that we also have Think Like a Queen in blue, and we have the Lover's card in blue, flowing like water. You are an air sign, Gemini. And so when this water comes into play, it's nice that we have water here because we also have fire and earth. Now, the only thing that we're missing is your air. Actually, your air is probably tied into the Lover's card. You can share that with me if you know that for a fact. I'm actually not sure. But love is all about expansion, and wow. So I was reading to you, things you were told at one time not to believe or to fear, learning quite the opposite of what in the end you will hold dear. So much more to life as you now see. The veil is lifted, the heart space is free. I mean, from chains, binds, webs once weaved, new life you inhale as you breathe begins to fall into place, the scattered pieces all about. Love you embrace without a doubt. And that's my own little poem for you today. Happy birthday. Releasing confusion, tension, and fear to get to the heart of the matter. Your inner child has laid back, down, silenced, afraid for so long. She's ready for a new dawn. She holds the key, the first key you see. This is a journey, more will be. There was tension that came up, and it could be in your gut. I felt it, and Spirit said, recognize it now. Ask the self, what are you tense about? Ask your inner child, what do you need? Is it what has been consumed in the body, in the mind? Food, drink, words, thoughts, projections? What is near to your heart? What is near in your mind? What are you holding on to that's creating tension, struggle to release? Is the tension yours or others? Could it be inner child's fear from all the dark years? Surrender. Reach out to your soul. Okay. What will you say to her to bring her near, to open her, support her? Even if the call is faint, it is a new beginning of a new day, a new way. Rays of energy, of golden light. Golden light. I saw golden light while I was scrying. There was this galaxy. There was gold shimmering a galaxy. It was quite beautiful. Okay. Even if the call is faint, it is a new beginning of a new day, a new way. Rays of energy, of golden light, reach out to your soul, surrender to its release, surrender to its goal. Just be present, still. Just be with inner child and free will to create your own life, life for you and for her, not based on others' expectations, projections, or how someone else thinks you must be. Think like a queen. Yes. Crocodile. Wait. It's time to wait it out. Wait it out. Submerge. Be patient with yourself. I'm not sure what the waiting is for with the crocodile energy. Let me hold this up for you. This is of the water. So we have crocodile of the water, again, letting emotions flow, but maybe perhaps in some area of your life, it's important to wait it out. We have, there's a resting that must take place, especially if you're doing some meditations and you're new to it. Be gentle with your body and allow yourself to take its time, okay? The crocodile energy is about resting, very wise, patient, and a silent powerhouse. So this is why, okay, because at first I was confused in the beginning of the meditation when it was talking about your voice and knowing when to be silent and knowing when to speak up. Because you're a Gemini, you are a curious cat, you're mischief, and you also love to talk and chat. And so communication is part of you. It's kind of your keyword for Gemini. When you think Gemini, you think communication. And so this is making sense now that it's important for you to learn discernment about conversations and learn when to speak up and when to speak up and when to just observe and to silently wait, a silent powerhouse, intentionally withdrawing and gathering your awareness, observing and building your energy. It's like, you know, when you need to recharge, maybe rejuvenate yourself. If your body feels weary or tired, rejuvenate yourself. And both of these cards are looking at the Lover's card. I do feel that it's the inner child work. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel and check out the inner child reading today. I do birthday readings every day and inner child readings every day. Those are the only two videos that I do every day aside from the short videos I do 3 short videos, an angel number, an animal spirit, and an angel card. And I was guided to do all of these things. So yes, it's my energy or my words that I'm using, but at the same time, it's a collaboration with spirit, my spirit guides, of sharing this message with the world. I was told to share these messages. And numbers, spirit animals, and angels, archangels, ascended masters are ways that the spirit realm connects to us. That is how that is just some of the ways and avenues that they speak to us and want to help our journey, especially if you've asked or called upon some help and wanted some help, okay? This is how they begin, and they'll drop little nuggets for you. And it's important for you to put the puzzle pieces together or surrender and wait and be patient, submerge yourself, and allow it to naturally flow through your intuition, your gut, the connection that you've gained with your inner child, which is all in your belly. Your belly, your sacral plexus and solar plexus chakras are those energy centers that hold your emotions, and your emotions are of the water flowing. And that is where you can help start to really follow your own intuition and guidance. And if you have that already, that's wonderful. Maybe perhaps it's time for you to focus on your voice and speaking up, or learning discernment of when it's time to just observe and wait it out. Reserve your power, okay? This is the message I have for you today. I do hope it resonates. And I was able to get to the majority of everything on my list for the meditation, for those of you, if you were a little bit nervous about. Because I try to squeeze everything in time. I work at a turtle's pace. So, and I care deeply about things. Maybe perhaps that's a part of something for myself to figure out. But I'm very honored to do a birthday reading for you and a reading for all of you who are present here. This has been tremendous. I have tremendous gratitude for being able to do this, provide this for you, and also hope that you are able to take something away and work with this energy. Maybe perhaps it will come to you when you're ready. That's also something that is important for you to know. Remember to reach for those stars, birthday Gemini, okay? On the count of 3, I'm going to blow your candle out. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may your dreams and wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.